Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am Raven, and this is
Yes.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am Raven, and this is 50 Shades of Rae, where you are gonna get all your tips and your tricks for your new blog or your biz. Okay, so today we are going to talk about discovering your niche. Okay, so what exactly is a niche? Pretty much, a niche is just that thing that is your thing, that thing that you identify with, that thing that you can talk about, that thing that you can relate to. That is your niche. So, why is a niche important, especially if you're starting out? A niche is important, especially if you're starting out, because number one, it helps you connect and identify with your audience, the audience that you are trying to attract. And also, it helps you stay aligned with whatever your mission and your vision is for your business or your blog or your brand. So, think of it like this: if you are trying to sell apples, you want your niche and whatever it is that you're offering, and whatever your service and whatever your product is, to help you sell those apples. You wouldn't create something or try to sell something that connects to oranges. That is not your audience. Your audience is people who want to buy apples. That is kind of the purpose of your niche. Okay. So for me, my niche, my overall niche would be lifestyle. Most of my content focuses on me. That sounds so vain, but most of my content focuses on me. Maybe, my nails of the week or of the month. It may focus on what book I'm reading, lessons I learned from Cardi B, where I'm buying my clothes at. That is my overall niche, okay? But within that niche, however, I focus on different things, and we call that niching down, which we'll focus on later on in the video. So, when we talk about our niche and when we're talking about, why it's important, we need to understand how to identify it. Okay. So when we are trying to identify our niche, and I know I keep looking this way, I'm looking at my notes. When we are trying to identify our niche, there are a few things that we need to keep in mind. So, number one, think about what are you interested, or what is it that you are passionate about? Because 9 times out of 10, if you're focusing on something that you're not interested in or passionate about, you're not going to stick with it. So when we talk about that, and like what's crazy, like a lot of people don't even know like what they're interested in, because they've never really taken the time out to sit down and really think about what it is that they're interested in. And if you ever do that, you'll be quite surprised that you're interested in some things that you never thought that you would be interested in. So here's my advice to you. To understand, what you're interested in, sit down a minute and create a list of 10 things that you like. Create a list of 10 things that you're interested in, things that you're passionate about. Create that list. And to help you with that list, ask yourself a few questions. Ask yourself questions like, what do I like to do in my free time? What do I like to watch in my free time? What kind of books do I like to read? What do I always watch on YouTube? Think of those types of questions to help stimulate your thinking. So for me, the 10 things that I like beauty, I like success stories, I like education. I'm a teacher, so I like, actually teaching. I like social I like social media. I love writing. I'm an English teacher. I love reading. Beyonce. I love sisterhood. I'm an only child, so I value, friendships or, organizations where there's a sense of sisterhood. I'm struggling, y'all. I, like fashion. I like clothes and trends and things of that nature. And I like food. I like to eat. So those are my 10 things. And within those 10 things, they all fall into my lifestyle umbrella. So once you have your 10 things, go back to that list of 10 things and ask yourself, okay, out of this list, what do I like the most? So for me, I just told you guys my 10 things. The things that I love doing the most, number one, education. Whether I'm teaching you how to make a drink, teaching you how to make coffee, I'm trying to think, teaching you how to, use a feature on Instagram stories. I like education. I like teaching. I also like learning. Okay, so that would be number one for me. Also, I love empowerment. I love, success stories, female empowerment, women empowerment. If I can do it, you can do it. If I made $1 million, girl, you gonna make $1 million. I love things like that. That would be my number three. And then of course, number four will be sisterhood. Like I said, I'm an only child. I value the female connection. I'm a girl's girl. I want to be with my girls. That is me. So those will be my four things that I am interested in. And we call that niching down, which is pretty much you getting more specific about your interest or your niche. So from there, you have to, like, once you kind of have your idea of like what your niche is or like what your lane is, figure out what is the problem that I can solve within this niche. Research your competition. So I don't mean like people that you're secretly hating on. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who are doing what you want to do, people who are where you want to be. Research them, learn and study. What did they do to get to where they are? How are they using your niche market in order to, benefit their audience? Things like that. So in your research, think about what are they doing? What are they doing right? Why does their audience continue to come back to them? Is it their stories? Is it, the tips that they offer? Is it their amazing recipes? Is it, the freebies that they may be offering? Is it their packaging? For those of you who have businesses, what is it that they offer? Also think about what is it that they are not offering? And here's a tip that you can do. When you're on Instagram or you're on YouTube or whatever, and you're on your competition's page, scroll through their comments. What questions are their users leaving them? Whatever, if you can answer that question, go for it, because now you have just filled the void. You have just beat your competitor. So keep in mind that, the things that you're offering, whatever it is that whatever problem that you're solving, it does not have to be tangible. So it doesn't have to be a product. It doesn't have to be a service. It could be something as simple as your personality. People are drawn to people that they like. So if you have an outstanding personality and your competitor doesn't, then boost up your personality and, draw people in that way. You can draw people in, or you could fill the void with your transparency. People can feel fakeness, but if you real like fofos on a flat, or whatever, or if you real like the other side of the pillow, then use that to your advantage. Okay, so again, it doesn't have to be tangible. Use what you have to fill whatever void it is that it needs to be filled. So the fourth thing to consider is the money factor. And let's split this up into two different things. So one, people who want to make money, and two, people who do not want to make money. But I'm gonna flip it around. Okay, so if you don't want to make money, sometimes we just have a passion project. We just want to have a project and work on something just because it's something that we are interested in. It fuels us, it revitalizes us, and you don't want to make money from it, and that's okay. So to do that, think about what kind of services and products that you can offer to your audience. So just keep those things in mind. Another example would be Melissa Butler. There are hundreds of cosmetic lines, but Melissa Butler, which is the founder of the Lip Bar, she saw that there was a void in the makeup industry for vegan and cruelty-free products. So what did she do? She created vegan and cruelty products, and now her stuff is everywhere. Another example, Malik Till, the founder of the Curl Box, she saw that there was a void for, products for natural hair women who also had curly hair. And so she filled that void by creating a subscription box full of products that, women of that type of hair texture could use to find, their next product. So these different, I guess both of these would be part of the beauty niche, but their niche down was, one focuses on lipstick, one focuses on hair. They both filled the void. Both of them financial successes. So think of it in that sense. What problem are you solving, and can it be tangible if you wanted to? And how can you make it tangible? What product or service can you create? If there's already a product or service out there, add on to it. Okay? Add on to it. There are so many people out here who are graphic designers, but they've added on to it by either maybe their prices, maybe their styling, maybe they offer certain packages, like maybe in addition to a graphic design package, you'll get 2 free logos. I don't know. They've done something to be different from the rest of their competition. So think of it in that aspect and see what you can do with what you have. So the fifth thing that you need to do in order to help you identify your niche is to do your research. So You can't know what people need if you do not have your ears to the street, if you're not asking them. Ask your target audience, ask your followers, ask, I don't know, somebody on the street. I don't know, maybe not that, because that's kind of throwing things out there, but pretty much ask people. Go, into comments, like I mentioned earlier, go into comments and see what people are asking for. If people are asking you for a certain thing, if people are always coming to you asking you the same thing, like for me, people would always come to me asking me how to start a blog. And I'm like, girl, just start the blog. Like, I realized then that was the problem that they were having. So my solution to it was I created a whole blog post about how to start a blog. Now, what I can do to take it a step further for finances is let me start your blog for you. Charge me and I'll, start your blog for you. So I have not done that yet, but that could be, a service that I could provide, to take it a step further, which all again ties within my niche. My niche is educating. I'm teaching you how to do something. My niche is empowering you to level up. If you feel like you need a blog for your business, okay, let's do it. You see what I'm saying? So definitely do your research. Think about what people are always asking you for. Think about, what do people always complain about not having, and then fill that void from there. Okay, so to recap it all, when we're trying to identify our niche, number one, we need to know what your interests and your passions are. What are you interested in? What do you like to talk about? Number two, from there, what do you enjoy doing most? Okay. Number three, well, this is still tied into number one. So number two, the real number two, what problem can you solve? After you've identified number one, what problem can you solve? Number three, research the competition. What are they doing and what are they not doing that you can step in and do? Number four, what is the money factor? Okay, can we make money from this? Can we provide a service or a product that can solve this problem? And then number five, we need to research. Okay, those would be our top five. So if you've been thinking about starting a blog or a business, let me know down below. And also let us know, what niche it is that you're interested in. If you already have a blog or a business, tell us down below how you, found your niche. How did you figure out that is what you wanted to do? What steps and process did you go through? Because like I say, over here, honey, it's enough room at the table for all of us to sit and eat. We share the wealth, we share information over here, okay? So let me know down in the comments what your niche is, how you found your niche, or what niche it is that you're trying to get into, and possibly how you're going to niche down. Let me know that down below in the comments. I hope that you found this video informative and informational. I hope it was beneficial for you. As always, make sure you subscribe. Number two, make sure you check out my blog, 50shadesofrae.com. And also make sure that you go follow me on Instagram. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.